American beauty. This feeling is new to me. I'm not a repeated. You feel it, something. I'm not repeated. You feel it, something. American beauty. This feeling is new to me. American beauty. No until I'm next to you. My head stays spinning. American beauty. Don't do white lights. I'm numb down till next to you. I'm numb down till I'm next to you. My head stays spinning.
If you could tell by the sign behind me, Kinsman, there's no surprise of what place we're about to tour.
Where are we? We're at Camp Bickell. You can also tell by our amazing hats here. If you've never been to Camp Bickell, if you've never been to their website, campbickell.ca, maybe on the fence, do I send my kids here? Well, after this tour, the answer will be yes. We've been invited here on this gorgeous day during week 4 to take a tour of the facilities clump.
That's right, specifically talking to people who are considering camp or are on the fence. Trust me, you're going to want to send your kids out to Camp Bickell. A, they're well taken care of here. B, they're going to have the time of their life. C, you get a week off from your kids.
Get a week off from your
no
kids.
No kidding.
And again, wait do you see the accommodations, on this tour. It is phenomenal. The parents are going to be asking for an adult week. That's how awesome it is here. Again, Paul is going to join us behind the scenes here as he takes us on a tour of this amazing facility. If you've never been to Chapman Lake before, Iroquois Falls, Camp Bickell is the place to be.
Not only that, it's great that you mentioned that, because obviously we're in the midst of camping season. The kids are out here, they're having a blast. But we're going to ask questions about Camp Bickell. What does it mean moving forward outside your summer camping seasons? Because it's a beautiful piece of land. It's absolutely huge. Could we see fall, winter, where there'll be a whole ton of activities? I'm going to ask
Lots of
Paul
plans.
this,
As they say, the wheels are spinning here with evolution of Camp Bickell. As they say, lots of fun in store for this amazing facility.
All right, you ready to go?
Let's go for a tour.
Let's do it.
You know what, as we're walking down this road here, I think it's probably good to keep in mind that the structures that you're seeing, the cafeteria, the lodge that we'll go into later, and each of the different cabins are, the product of a lot of cooperation, community cooperation. Particularly, District School Board Ontario Northeast were really helpful in the early days because they built a lot of these things, and it helped us save costs. Of course, the mining industries and that provided in-kind support with workers and even some finances. But in the early days, there were only 7 little cabins along Chapman Lake, and we'll show you one of them, and I'll remind you what they look like. And we got 8 kids in there plus a counselor, and I swear to God, it was like a can of tuna, But yeah, what you're seeing here is some really refined efforts to sort of embrace a different approach to the camp and create a higher level and sophistication to it. And this is just the beginning. This is where we are going to sort of launch from here the strategic plan to build this out.
Yeah, so you folks have a correct me if I'm wrong, like a whole new board and a bit of a different vision as it's natural, right? As things progress,
right?
Bickell's been in our community for many years, and sometimes you change to keep up with the times, and
exactly,
and sometimes for the campers,
evolve.
That's
right. You gotta, as they say, stay
evolution,
par with the Joneses.
That's right. Well, and the camp has so much potential. We have so much land that goes, somewhat around the lake over there, and we're beginning to branch out in the ways of creating new pathways and eco centers and all that kind of stuff. So it's a vision that the board has, and you're right, it's a brand new board. They're eager to build this out. To be honest with you, I'm probably the last remaining original board member, and even I came late. I mean, I didn't start till the 80s, but I've been around since, and Stuart Weir was the other one. But guys like Graham McLaughlin, Rob Knox, in the executive, and all of the other members have been fantastic about pulling together a plan, So right now we have our strategic plan in place. The next step is to take a look at the whole infrastructure, see what we need to make sure we tie up, and then start building out. What do we want? We want an interpretive center down at the end of the camp here. We want a sports court to be built out. We have a new nurses cabin over there. We have high-level medical care here at the camp. So it's just a great spot, you know.
So as we're out here today, we're in the middle of camping season.
Yep.
The third of it, I guess.
We're in our
this is week
actual
4.
fourth week.
Yeah.
fourth week. Okay.
Yeah.
4
And
or
it's
5.
It's been fantastic. We've had great success over the past 3.5 weeks, you know. So we'll be seeing the kids shortly. They're just doing their morning chores.
Nice.
They got
Pro-
chores and a
probably-
list to do before they get outside.
Yeah, probably stuff that they don't do at home. They're doing here.
Folding the towels and everything
Well,
else.
you get the full camping experience, right?
Yeah, you sure do.
Now the original cabins are all named after, you know, different people and groups who have been supportive of Camp Bickell over the years. Bill Moffat was a huge financial backer for us years ago, and you know, we've got the DSU1 down over here. They've been fantastic to support. Some of those names will always be held in perpetuity. You know, depending on what we do, we're looking to get more supporters and more names on buildings and things like that, and that'll be fun.
Well, that's one thing that will never change, the fact that you need and you have strong community support to keep the camp open.
Oh, we do, yeah. We do have, and we constantly require more those kinds of supports, because, you know, I mean, institutions, organizations, companies, you know, they all have their places where they put in that kind of charitable funding, and you know, we're just one more person, one more organization with their hands out looking for support. But I think that what we offer in terms of providing kids with a, you know, a cell phone and screen-free experience in Mother Nature,
This is
you
it.
know, is beyond
This is
comparison.
beyond,
that's right.
yeah, a lot of fun for the little ones.
Well, and at the flip end, we all know that life is expensive. That's probably an understatement.
Yep.
You know, the more support you have from the community will keep the costs as reasonable as possible.
That's right.
Because at the end of the day, it is about the camping experience for the campers.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm going to take you down here. This is the beginning of our sort of our legacy attempt at creating a whole new experience down
Okay.
here. That's hiking trails, and
Oh.
even we're even considering mountain bike trails down the way if we can get the kind of funding we want.
I've never been this way.
No, this is new turf here.
Yeah, well,
It's
you know,
nice.
the kids under great supervision, they come down here as part of their activities. I mean, for example, one of them is the golden egg hunt, or sometimes they call it the counselor hunt if they hide counselors. And the kids work in teams, and they're given clues, and they have to come down sometimes down here to look at it. But what you're going to see is some recent work we've had done
Okay.
building this out, and you'll see the opportunity when you're down here as to where we can go with this. But it's quite beautiful.
You get
know?
some compass work in with some of the
Yeah,
campers?
absolutely. GPS stuff, and you know, when you haven't got access to the internet out in the bush, you know, you got to know how to use a compass, right? So there's a swamp over to your left here, but that swamp will become pretty significant to us because it'll be part of the eco learning that happens when the kids are here, particularly during the eco camps prior to the summer camps. We have school boards that jump on board with us. Northeastern Catholic, DSB1. We've had some interest from different First Nations communities that have schools. They come up. Yeah, so we're reaching out as far as we can. So come on down here, I'll show you.
You know, most of us grew up in northern Ontario, surrounded by the wilderness. And one thing that never gets tiring is being in the wilderness.
Oh, it's so awesome.
Yeah, it is. It
Just
really
the
is.
smells and the sounds and the
Yeah. Well,
all
just
the
listen.
wildlife.
Yeah, just listen to this. Look at this.
They want to be a part of the tour too.
Yeah, and we have a crane out here. Believe it or not.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you will be able to be fortunate enough.
I would
to
love
see.
to see the crane.
Yeah,
see
where's
it,
the crane hanging in?
Usually down in this area here, but we own all that land over there.
Okay.
How much land in total?
Oh, that's a good question. That's something Rob could probably answer. But it is extensive, and we just purchased a whole new section. So you'll see here we've got the beginnings of what we hope to be you know, some kind of a path, a wooden pathway through without disturbing the natural environment, a path that will go through the swamp and to enhance the eco camping experience. Like the kids that come out here and recognize, you know, how these ecosystems work, how they're entailed, and we want to be sure that it doesn't interfere with the naturalness of it, right? So we're doing a little bit at a time. And then you can probably go up here. It's not as extensive right now, but believe it or not, we had the Boy Scouts Jamboree here in the spring, and the Boy Scouts came out and cut a few paths for us.
No kidding.
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun, you know. But yeah, go on up there. Just I don't know how far you want to go.
I like walking in the wilderness, so I could probably go for kilometers.
I'll let you guys lead in case there's bears.
That's it.
Yeah, it is gorgeous out here.
Yeah.
But
you can see if you had a mountain bike, this would be a lot of fun to.
A fun trail.
Yeah,
for
you know,
sure.
that and hiking is good, and you know, but we still have a lot of cleanup to do. And oh, look at that! I wonder what that is.
It is, yeah, it is something else. So, utilizing more of the land, respecting the environment.
Yep. Trying to keep it as natural as possible.
Right.
That's our hope, right?
Look how awesome it is out here.
Back into the bush.
Yeah. It's quite the experience here. Uncharted paths here at Camp Bickell.
In the old days, we used to send little crews of, you know, because we had boys' camps and girls' camps, and the boys enjoyed fishing a lot more than the girls did. Well, mind you, that we did have a few, but the boys would follow this trail all the way around to the other side, and for one night, they would camp outside in tents, and they would fish in Chapman Lake. And we got some nice fish in there, you know. I'm not sure what kind. Again, Rob would probably be able to tell you that, but at the end of the day, it's just one more experience of being outdoors, you know, at an even different level, right?
Right.
So, yeah.
And for some of the kids out here, this may be their first time experiencing, you know,
Exactly.
a day fishing and
Yeah.
out in the woods. You get campers, and you get some campers who've been camping all their life.
That's right. Yeah. You know, you got your
For the beginners and the novice campers to
Yeah.
the professional campers.
Yeah, and you know, as I said earlier, we do have third-party users as well. So some of the indigenous groups, like Mushkegowuk, they come out here for a couple of weeks, and this year we have Matachewan First Nation kids coming out, and you know, for them, it's even a bit more natural in terms of their own experiences and understandings, and they bring a lot to the camp in terms of their knowledge and stuff, right? So, yeah.
So we are like, I know we're out here on a beautiful summer day, middle of summer camp. That's the keystone to Camp Bickell. But no shock to you, we're surrounded by a good 7 months of snow in our community.
Yeah.
Winter's the dominant season. So has the board started thinking about utilizing the camp year-round, maybe extending the months? I know you talked about third-party groups that come out. I guess that's part of it.
Yeah, we're actually absolutely talking about that. In the fall, we'll start a more serious conversation and dialogue around what does it look like to become a full year organization? What kind of finances are required? And in particular, what do we want to do? Like, exactly, do we want to build this out? Do we want to tie in with, let's say, organizations like the Snowmobile Association?
Right.
You know, again, Boy Scouts, you know, even larger corporations, and you know, developing some kind of a place where they could come in and have, you know, conferences and things like that. So that conversation is happening, and I think there's two parts to it, right? Originally I mentioned the infrastructure. We have to be sure that whatever we want to do, that infrastructure is in place.
Right.
That we do that, and it may even mean that, you know, maybe we shut down for a summer and spend a year doing that infrastructure stuff. But the second part of that, of course, is who is it that's going to be utilizing the year-round opportunities. We'd like to have ski trails here, cross-country ski trails,
Right.
and you know, those kind of things.
I'm
So,
looking at a great one right now.
yeah, well, really, it's absolutely wide open in terms of what we can accomplish, right? So that conversation is really an extension of the strategic plan that we put in place, and it really is about, you know, here's our plan, here's our vision, here are the pillars. Now let's break it open. How are we going to actually, you know, create and manage these opportunities to be, you know, a really first-class facility that can be utilized by just about any organization, institution, individual, you know, that kind of stuff.
Because, you know, the camping season's short. You know, come January, you start to get that feel like you're really missing being in the outdoors.
Yep.
And of course, you know, minus 30 is not the same as plus 30, but there's still a lot of great experiences you can get being outdoors in the winter, tons of activities, beautiful scenery, by the way.
Yeah. Let me stop you for a second. Let's take a little bit of a segue. So, Popchuck's Ghost actually is Camp Bickell, right? I mean, in the book it's called Camp Macabre, but when I wrote that novel, really the setting is Camp Bickell. All the activities, the counselors, all the kind of stuff we do. One of the inciting incidents that gets the plot going is my main character, Neil, finds an outhouse in on his search for the golden egg, and he's by himself, and then something happens to him when he finds that outhouse. Well, that outhouse is just down there.
Ah,
Let's go take a look. Let's go take a look.
How awesome is this?
now we got a little bit of an inside scoop here with a
Yeah,
visual. I like
the
that.
books.
And if I actually had my novel with me, I would be able to read to you that section, because when I came upon this, it was a thing that got me pretty excited about finishing up that novel. I gotta be sure I'm on the right trail.
We're making it.
Yeah, come on through here, guys. Okay, you're coming on to the back part of it. There it is, right there.
Oh, yeah.
So Neil comes down this path. He's looking for a clue to the golden egg hunt,
Right.
and he discovers this building here.
The outhouse.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's got a tree on it. We have to cut that down because we're trying to preserve it. But
Oh, there it is, yeah.
One in the book.
How cool is this?
This is really awesome.
Let me get
a
a...
good shot of it over here.
Okay, there we go. I'll make my way over there. Oh, yeah, of course.
So when you're looking at that, I'll stand here. Neil comes here. He sees a clue inside. He reaches in and he falls.
Right.
You can
course.
imagine where he falls, right, guys?
right into the pit.
No, we're
there.
good anyways.
We don't want to give anything away.
Right,
but
right.
when he does fall in, you know, that sort of makes you think, oh my God, outhouse. But really, he finds something else, right? So,
That's pretty neat. That's
History tied to the books.
yeah, no kidding.
well, that's it.
And the
And
Pop
you know,
Chuck
so many
Chronicles.
parts of this camp are when I do a little book tour of the camp with kids, I'm able to stop at certain places and read certain sections of the novel, right? So, the original guy was Arnold Poopchuck, right?
Right.
And we turned him into Arnold Popchuck just because we weren't looking at potty humor as a theme. But having said that, I think that kids get a charge. I mean, they come here, and a lot of kids, they'll come off the bus looking for Popchuck.
Of course.
They want to know where he is and how he got here. And there's the campfire.
That's the legacy of those books.
Yeah, the campfire is part of the story as well. But anyway,
So,
getting back to the...
so we're just in behind the cabins of
Yeah.
what we passed
So
earlier.
let me show you one of the cabins that we had the campers in when we were back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. But oh, that's my granddaughter.
Ah,
Yeah.
it's nice to be surrounded by family when you're out here also.
Oh, for sure. And Heather's been doing such a great job. I mean, she's managing all day-to-day drama. And
So for folks who've never met Heather, Heather is your daughter.
yeah, Heather's my second daughter.
Okay.
And she's been running the camp all summer. She's got a great outdoor background. She's a mountain climber and enthusiastic hiker. She's got her master's of psychological counseling, so she's able to manage some of those more detailed things. And the other person who is really stellar here is Catalina, who's our nurse. She's just a top-notch individual.
Well, that was the nursing station you
Yeah,
were referred
that's
to
the
earlier.
nursing
Yeah.
station, yeah. I think let's climb up a little bit higher here, guys. And
Okay.
Well, you're right. So, and there's Heather right
behind?
there. Yeah.
Are they out? Okay, let's go.
We're gonna head to the flagpole.
We're constantly going. How are you doing there, Heather?
I'm doing.
It's the you're doing.
4 weeks has felt like 40 years, but I'm doing. No, we're doing great. We're doing great. Kids are awesome. Staff's doing good. You know.
Yeah, they're in the downward trend
right.
now, right? Another 12 days. And
Picked a beautiful day to be out here.
Yes, and it's an immaculate conditions up here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's, Evan McLaughlin is the maintenance manager here. And
Yeah, phenomenal.
He's been doing a phenomenal job. And he takes care of a lot of the little problems that happen. But we have a good, especially on the executive, Stuart Weir and Rob Knox and Graham. I mean, those guys are all hands-on kind of guys. So they actually get a lot done that we don't have to pay for. But
Right.
notwithstanding, there's some really good companies out there. Hey, Heather, who were some of them? Steve at Fast Track
Yeah,
and
Steven Fast Track, he's one of our sponsors.
yeah,
Okay.
He's done a lot of
Tisdale
good work. He just
Plumbing.
built the whole new volleyball court back there.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, Tisdale Plumbing has been out quite a bit. Yeah, I don't know the guy for
Oh.
draining the holding tanks. But he's been doing a great job.
Anyway, I'll let you carry on here and you can tell them what's going on here.
Yeah, here we go. So obviously we're looking at a whole bunch of campers.
Yeah, so they've all just done their cabin cleanup, which they have to do every morning.
Okay.
Which gets inspected by the activity managers. And then after that, they usually meet inside, but acoustics are pretty bad, so I told them to meet outside today.
Okay.
And they'll get information on what they're doing this morning, which today is capture the flag. So there'll be
Ooh, lots of
lots
fun.
of kids running around.
Who doesn't want to play capture the flag? I remember that as I think everybody remembers
Yeah.
that growing up.
Capture the flag.
Join if you want.
Yeah, there you go, Mark. Yeah, do you think you can keep up with them?
No, can't keep up with the campers.
He can't.
Go up there and take a shot.
Yeah,
Well, up
absolutely.
here. Bickell cabin.
How's everyone doing?
Hey guys.
There we go. There we go. Yeah.
We're meeting at the flagpole here, getting
Yeah.
the vital information here for today's
Hello,
event.
how are you
guys? Hello, hello.
Everyone having fun? Yeah. All right, there we go. Capture the flags. Camping is the best. I agree. So you're about to play, is it Capture the Flag?
Capture the flag.
All right. That's a pretty good game right there.
Oh yes, it's one of the funnest. It's the
Oh,
best game. Yes. Yo, but it's very good.
It's a competitive, fun game.
Bro's making a YouTube video.
We are making a YouTube video, that's right.
You're making a YouTube video? Is it gonna be on the news?
It will be on social media.
Yeah! I'm famous!
Yes, of course.
We're gonna go famous.
So the counselors will get them all set up.
Yeah.
We're
We're gonna go famous.
You are gonna go famous.
Make sure you put
As they got the huddle going here, Kinsman.
Yeah, they're trying to get things ready to go for today's Capture the Flag.
The Capture the Flag event. Yeah, no kidding.
And again, what a gorgeous day. Chapman Lake, it doesn't get any better than this.
So they're getting set up for this game now. They've already done all their chores. I like that.
Yeah, chores are done,
Impressive.
ready to play. Chores have to be done
What-
before play day.
What's the kids' favorite activity? The chores?
Definitely not.
Definitely not the chores.
That's a chore.
Favorite? Maybe swimming. They love swimming or fire.
Of course.
Because you think a lot of
Yeah.
campfires.
That doesn't change how old you get. Everyone loves swimming.
Everybody loves swimming.
Yeah, that's right.
And we all dislike chores.
I don't like swimming. I don't like swimming, but
how's the camping season going so far?
It's pretty good.
Yeah?
Very good. Lots of bugs.
Yeah, a lot of bugs,
A lot of
yeah.
bugs.
Bringing some bug spray.
Yeah.
The whole point, the whole fun of camping outdoors.
So what's the plan? So you get them all gathered here and then you explain the game,
We
even though...
explain the game and then we separate, because there's like 2 teams, we separate 6, teams like 2.
Okay,
Surrey,
What's your YouTube channel?
they are ready for it.
Which
Wearing their Camp Bickell greens. Nice t-shirts.
Yeah, that's right.
Golden Idols is
Oh, okay. So, the bell just rings across the whole campground?
No, we wish.
Right here.
No,
It
it's
just
just
ring-
right here. It
Oh,
usually only goes to like.
Oh, it's those one come to dinner bells.
Oh yeah, it's like a
There we
dinner
go.
bell.
Come and get it. Yeah. Like they did in the old west. Well, let me get a shot over here then. Yeah, so they're gonna ring the bell, and the bell means report for duties.
Get your daily
There it is.
list.
Okay, listen up. So, right now, we are going to be playing War, or Capture the Flag, as you might know it. What? Capture the Flag. Oh.
Did we get a gun?
Yes, this again. This is, yeah.
Gun?
No. What?
Yeah, but
No. Okay, let's just call it Capture. There's no guns. Okay. So, we are going to split you guys into teams of 2. So, there will be 3 teams against 3 teams. There will be 1 jail over here, and then 1 behind DSB. You guys are going to start in jail. I'll tell you what the jail is for after. And you will go when we say go. You guys will all get the flags, which are in the lodge. You guys, so there's going to be Abby, Hope, and Brendan. You 3 teams will be 1 team. You guys will be red and yellow. The other 3 teams, Surrey, Carson, and Cohen's team, you guys will be blue and green. The flags are about this long. You just tuck them into your belt of your pants. Make sure you can see them, and your shirt is not hiding it, Blair.
I don't do
Yes,
that.
you do. You pull your shirt down all the way every time.
No, I didn't know last week either.
You're a little cheater. Your flag needs to be showing at least this much. You are not to put it in the front. You are not to put it in the back. You put it on one of your sides. This is what they look like. What?
Can we hold it?
No. You are just going to go like this. Easy. Flag should be hanging out. You're going to be running along with this, just hanging off your pants. To get someone out, they have to be on your side from the other team. So if the yellow and red team travels past the cones in the middle onto the other side, the green and blue team have the chance to take their flag. You are not tackling people and pushing them to get their flag. You are just pulling their flag out, giving it back to them, and walking them to the jail, which is going to be the place you start in, which is surrounded by 4 water jugs. On top of those water jugs will be 1 frisbee on each water jug. The way to win the game is, or the goal of the game, is to go to the other side and take the other team's frisbees. It's the first team with all 8 frisbees to win. Pretty simple.
I thought it was a flag.
Well, yeah, the frisbees are flags. These are your little tail flag things.
Yeah, what are the little flags?
Little flags.
If you get them pulled.
Yeah, these are to tell if you're out. So if Hope is on the blue and green team, and I'm on the yellow team, and I go onto her side, she has the chance to take my flag. If she takes it, there is no arguments. You are in jail. They will walk you to jail. The only way you can get out of jail, get down.
Ready?
The only way to get out of jail is if someone from your team comes and tags you, or we yell jailbreak. When someone on your team tags you, so if I'm in jail, and Hope is now on my team, not on the opposite team, and she tags me, I am out of jail. She has a free pass to walk back to her side. So there's no way she can get out. I have to run back. If someone takes my flag again, and I didn't get back to my other side, too bad, I'm back in jail.
And you can't grab the frisbee on your way back.
Yes, that's a very important rule. If you get out, if you tag someone or someone tags you out of jail, you are not allowed to grab a frisbee at all because that's cheating. We will have a counselor or a activity director in each jail, making sure you guys aren't cheating. There's also no monkey guarding or cherry picking, whatever you want to call it. You are not allowed to stand within 10 feet of your jail. So you have to stay at least 10 feet away from your jail at all times. And yeah, any questions? Nope. What? No, that is a good question. You are not allowed to throw the frisbee or pass the frisbee on. If you grab the frisbee, you have to run to your side. The only way you are safe with that frisbee is when you get back onto your side. If someone takes your flag, then you have to give the frisbee back, and you are also in jail. What's your question?
Can I go get a drink?
Yes. Any other questions? Yeah.
Frisbee back to who?
Frisbee back to the water jugs. There's going to be a frisbee on each water jug. Or maybe two if you grab one and
Back
run
to
over
your
it.
side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So Hope's team, Abby's team, and Brendan's team, you're going to go right behind the log right by the pole. What's your question?
What if someone takes your flag and doesn't give it back?
If you take someone's flag, you have to give it back, please. We cannot play without the flags.
There, they're all set.
All the details have been laid out.
Hey, are we gonna be on TV now?
Yeah, of
We're on
course.
TV right now. Say
Have
hi.
you gone to the movies with Sonic recently?
Yeah, that's Sonic.
That is you.
Sonic's still blocking his head.
So Surrey's team, Bowen's team, and Carson's team.
Wait, we should do
back
it
behind ESP1.
Oh, okay.
All right, so
They're playing capture the flag.
Yeah, good job.
Good job. Yeah, this is quite the setup.
You're at ESP.
So they're gonna get out and
In play.
and get the game on. Maybe we could take a peek in here, the main hall.
Yep.
As they a lot of things are happening here at the camp there, kids, and making sure that the kids have a full schedule out here. By the way,
Yeah, they do.
a full schedule of activities. I think we're just gonna squeeze through the. How's everyone doing?
Doing
All
good.
right, we're gonna squeeze in here for a second. So as they get things out to play, so this is the main hall.
Yeah.
Would you call this the main hall?
This is the main lodge.
Main lodge.
And Graham's been fantastic about reinvigorating the whole history behind J.P. Bickell, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be standing here today. And, we've got J.P.'s portrait up there, and there's a little bit of information over there. But J.P., he knew that kids needed a place to go, particularly kids who might otherwise not have any other way to, get out from their regular routines at home. And in the beginning, I guess in the 30s, my understanding, 30s and 40s, was that it was an all-boys camp for a couple of decades, really. And in that time, most of the boys who came here were sons of the miners who worked in the mines that were associated with Bickell and Hollinger and McIntyre and those kind of things. So you can imagine what it was like to have an all-boys camp. Back then, you guys,
I bet.
they would put kids in grades 4 and 5 in boxing gloves and
let them
they'd
go.
be punching it out.
Old school camping.
School camping,
Yeah.
right? But then they'd send them out on hikes with only the supervision of a 17-year-old, and it was just crazy. But we're a heck of a lot more.
A little bit more sophisticated since then. Yeah.
But this is the lodge, and the kids gather here on wet days. There's lots of activities in here.
Yeah.
They'll have movie nights, special movie nights. What else do you do here?
We have Science Timmons, who's been coming around every
Right.
Friday to do some STEM workshops with them, which has been great. The kids love that. They all leave here with like their own little creations, and half of it ends up in the garbage or on the grounds. But and then on Tuesday nights we actually have Search and Rescue who come out.
Yeah,
and do
Peter
present-
Del Monte has been really
Yeah.
good about getting his gang out there for search and rescue.
So they do that for the 7 to 11-year-olds, which is a bit like wrangling cats, but it's been good. It's been really good.
Yeah.
Kids have been really loving it.
Well,
I think pulling out those like external resources that we have to add some new activities and programs here has been.
Yeah, not just that, you're finding activities like not everyone enjoys not every activity is someone's number one activity, so you
Exactly.
find something for everyone.
Exactly.
And who knows, sometimes you try something once and you wind up loving it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and we want them to go away with some skills too, right?
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, they get into the canoes with some of our counselors who are pretty high level canoers, you know, and we want to sort of encourage an opportunity to grow that as well in the future, where we can actually get some accreditation for you know, kayaking, canoeing, and all that kind of stuff. At the end of the day, I mean, things like search and rescue, they do a program called Hug a Tree. I mean, what's more important than teaching kids who are 7 to 9 how to manage themselves in a situation where they find themselves lost in the bush, right? Hug a Tree does that. And then their second program that addresses some of the older kids is really a sort of a modification of the search and rescue itself. So these kids have a sense of what they can do when they're out there as well. So it's you know, we're just going to continue to try and build on all of those you know, additional resources that will come in and help us. I can be honest with you guys, back in the day when I ran it in 84, 85, we had the archery group come in. Back then too, we had the Rifle Association or whatever they're called in Timmins. They would come out. It was all done very, very safely. We had canoe experts come out. So we're always doing things. Oh, and we had artists. We have the art building back there. We had artists come in and do particular projects with the kids, very much like Science Timmins does with their work. So, yeah.
Very cool. Are we able to see one of the cabins?
Yeah, for sure.
I think that would probably be a high question by one of the parents anyways.
What's it look like?
I was gonna say maybe I'll go in first.
The kids want to know how much fun am I going to have. The parents want to know where they're sleeping.
Yeah, come in and I'll show you the cafeteria.
I mean, the kids are most excited about Tuck, I think, because every night they get 2 treats.
Oh, okay, from the tuck
From
shop.
the Tuck shop.
Okay,
yeah,
I get
so
ya.
Inside the Tuck shop, which is I think is like the original one, there's signatures from like all the way back to like the 60s and 70s. Same with the
Just as we're passing by, they're getting ready over there.
Yeah, capture the flag right there.
Hi guys.
Yeah.
I always get the kids. They're like, "Are you the owner of Camp Bickell?" And I was like, "No, not the owner.
You
There's
should
no
just say
owner." Okay.
One of the messages you can get out to parents is that, you know, we can't be responsible for the things that your kids lose.
Right.
You have a massive lost and found.
That's
if they
right.
Oh, I
don't
bet.
go for it.
I bet.
I
I
know
bet.
one of the kids made a little F1 racing car. I think it's in this one. Let me check. Because is it this one? Oh no, they must have cleaned it up. But you can come see what it looks like.
Yeah,
Okay.
This is the bunks.
These are the bunks. Yeah.
Wow, really nice little quarters here.
Yeah. So most cabins have 8 to 10 bunk beds.
That's pretty clean, you know, for a bunch of kids.
Right? I
It's
know.
really
Yeah.
impressive.
Come on through here and you'll see that
I don't have.
two sides have a common washroom too.
My kids are way sloppier at my house.
So is that part of the daily chores that they need to make their beds?
That's right. So they have to clean their cabins, and each cabin gets a different chore for the day. So they have to
Yeah,
sweep.
so the two doors for the two sides, and
Okay.
they have a common, there's water in here.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
okay.
nice bathroom
Yeah,
facilities
no
out there.
kidding. Clean.
Very clean,
Not like
yeah,
the old days where
sanitized.
In the old days, we had to go into the outhouse.
Outhouse back there. Of course you
You
do.
had to go use where the poop track
That's
chronicle
right,
started.
exactly. Well, come on through, and we'll go down towards the back there. The shower house is really a fascinating spot too. Is this a presentation then?
It might be part of it. They usually leave a little bit of a
Right.
display. So one of the cabins they made like a race car with all of their stuff.
That,
So
it might.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
And that room
They're very
over there is where the counselor stays.
Yeah.
In there.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so they get their own
Yeah.
door.
Okay, so obviously each group has their own counselor.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Monitor if something were to happen.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, well, that's
exactly.
And this
So-
is the janitor's room, so all the cleaning product,
Yeah.
rooms, all that kind of stuff go in here.
Yeah.
So it was really well thought out.
Yeah, no
when,
kidding.
When Joe put the plans together, he did a great job. That's Joe Campbell, of course, who
Yeah.
was just so strategic in getting all of this stuff built. I mean, you know, sweat equity and, you know, reaching out and asking for favors and stuff. Did you want to go look at the cafeteria while we're
Yeah,
here?
let's do it.
Cafeteria, the mess hall.
Yeah, now if you take a quick shot, that building in the back there was the original cafeteria.
Straightforward.
No, just to the left of
Back
Oh,
here.
to the left. Okay.
Almost a silo type building there.
Yeah.
This one right here.
There it is.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. And we've completely enlarged it. But here the kids are having a good time on there.
Yeah, no kidding. And now we really get an idea of how much room you really do have once you see all the campers out here playing. Like,
Yeah.
there's a ton of room.
Burning off their steam there.
Yeah, so you'll see the yellow tape around there. What we did was we actually had the nurses station there, and it was kind of imbalanced. And so this year we actually took the time and effort and we moved the nurses station to a smarter location, more secure. And now we're just letting the grass grow to expand.
That's recent, right? Yeah, like you said. Okay.
Just about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Or 3 months ago?
When did you move it? It was before we got
Yeah,
here. Yeah.
maybe a couple of months.
Yeah. But you definitely
No,
get a great
guess what?
visual.
Those two cabins are the size of the cabins that we would put the kids in. Actually, the one on the left.
Back in the day.
Back in the day. But I'll
Yeah.
show you one that hasn't been refurbished. But those are refurbished for our staff.
Okay.
So we have the cooks in one. We have our maintenance
So,
director in the other.
Obviously, you've grown facility-wise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
A little bit of a
So
little bit more
Campbell
room for
Cabin
kids.
now is where most of our directors of activity
Okay.
stay in here. It's just a building.
But yeah, this used to be the old kitchen, the old mess hall.
Ah, that the mess hall. I like that.
Important guys, Rob Knox guy. He's
Oh,
on the
there he
board.
is.
Yeah, there he is.
There's Rob right there. How you doing, Rob?
I was hiding from you guys.
Good to see you.
So here's an example. That little white building over there.
Okay, I got
Yeah,
you.
that was a cabin. And we stuck 8 kids in a camper in there.
8
And,
kids, yeah.
You know, you can imagine on a hot day in the summertime, you know, with the bugs outside, they couldn't get out, and it was like
Oh.
a sardine can.
Wow. So things have obviously evolved from those cabins at Al.
That's the arts and crafts cabin now, but that actually used to be the old lodge.
Which was right there. Like, yeah,
Okay.
right there. We moved out of it.
So you have moved, shuffled a few things around
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, for sure. If you want to go into just to look at the
Yeah.
cafeteria, for
Yeah,
sure.
let's go in and see.
Are you just in time, or are you?
No, I was showing Ev how we're gonna fix the septic.
Yeah, so there's a lot of evolving parts out here, but
Yeah, sure is.
it gives your kids like a fantastic week or multiple weeks.
Well, yeah, seeing a few there lining up for the, cap for the flag. They've been up here multiple weeks, a couple weeks. Again, this is week 4 out of 5 of the summer.
So this is
Oh yeah.
this is the calf, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
this
called
is
the
the
mess hall.
cafeteria.
The mess hall. Okay.
This is where the kids eat, and they gather in the morning to get their instructions for the day. We've got a great crew in the kitchen there.
Yeah.
This is the Red Seal crew.
Yeah, it's a red
Oh,
seal.
well, you can't go wrong with Red Seal.
Yeah.
How amazing
they're
is that?
phenomenal, yeah.
Maybe I'll just join camp. You got a group for 50-year-olds for Red Seal?
Yeah, that's
Hi.
Jessica over there.
Of course, Jessica. Now, obviously, there's breakfast, lunch, and supper, right?
And a snack.
And a snack. Okay, so you're eating well when you're out here too.
Eating well, yeah. And I mean, Jessica's doing amazing with some of the meals now. On
eating
Wednesdays,
really well with the Red
they do
Seal
a fun
on.
spaghetti night where the kids, if they talk, they get like a utensil taken away up until the point that they have no utensils to eat the spaghetti, and then they have to sing a song to everybody. So it's a really fun like Wednesday night tradition.
So okay, I love it. Yeah, there's always even eating, which is standard. There's always ways to make it fun,
Oh,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
This room can get very loud though.
I bet.
Oh yeah.
How long has that Red Seal been doing the catering out here?
They
This
just
year
started.
one?
They just started.
Good call.
Like this week.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh wow,
Just
okay.
this week, yeah. We had 2 other great cooks in for the last few weeks. They left just for personal reasons, but
Yeah.
they were amazing as well. So we've been really lucky with kitchen staff.
No kidding.
Red Seal jumping on board. That's a phenomenal team there.
Those are good brand shots. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Gotta be at least 30 days.
Yeah, no kidding. How awesome is that? Okay.
So yeah, Jessica's making sure they're getting really like well balanced meals
Yeah.
that are fun for kids, but also
Yeah.
healthy and getting lots of vegetables and stuff.
Nutritious as well, so yeah.
Yes,
So if mom and dad are watching right now, saying, what are my kids eating? They're in great hands.
That's definitely a mom and dad question.
Yeah.
And we have kids who have specific dietary requirements that Jessica is more than happy to facilitate.
Okay.
And, you know, even allergens, like we make sure that the nurse is here for the whole dinner, lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know, EpiPens for anybody who's allergic to anything. So I think we've got it pretty dialed here.
Well equipped.
Well equipped.
For any
Yeah.
occasion.
That's right. That's
Well,
right.
and I noticed you ask all those questions in the application process.
That's right, yeah. So we do ask for disclosure for any medical information,
Yeah.
and it's confidential with the nurse. So she goes over everything with any kid that comes through, whether they have something noted or not, just to ensure, because sometimes we get documentation that doesn't have anything, and then we find out later that there is some sort of need that's required. And so, yeah, she's been really good about that.
But just make sure every kid possible can enjoy camp.
Yeah. I mean, we want to make it as inclusive as possible in here. Obviously, there are some cases where Camp Bickell might just not be the best fit for a kid, but we always want to make sure that we're giving kids a chance to come here and try it out.
My mom used to say when I went to camp I was a crybaby, and there's no cure for that.
You know what? The first few nights, I always have a lineup out the door that's like, can I see my mom and dad?
Well, for some kids it's their first time for
Exactly.
a longer period away from home. But in most cases they meet friends, they have a good time. They settle in. Now
That's right.
we all get a little homesick when we're younger and older. But look at this beautiful shot right here.
Yeah, Chapman Lake.
Yeah.
The video doesn't do you justice. You need to experience it firsthand. And again, registrations online, campbickell.ca. You can also sponsor campers.
That's right.
Want to help a less fortunate camper make it to Camp Bickell? You can also sponsor.
And you are looking at 3 of the superstars that make it happen, part of a long team here, Kinsman.
That's it. My favorite cliche. No I in team, but there's a big A in awesomeness, and that's what Camp Bickell's all about here. Are you a first-time home buyer? Albert Seal at Royal LePage, your Northern Realty leaders, he's got your back. Give him a call today, 705-465-3493. And fire doesn't take a vacation. The Timmins Fire Department remind you to replace your worn-out alarms and batteries and test them monthly. And book a summer detail this week at the Shine Shop Crown Timmins and get a free engine shampoo. 705-268-4855. Need to restock your freezers? Then try Farm Hill Lane Co. right here in Timmins. Check out their amazing freezer selections and more delivered straight to your door at farmhilllane.ca, and they now offer financing options for your meat orders. Fall registration is on now for Timmins Little League Baseball for ages 9 to 12, August 5th to September 11th. All the details, timminslittleleague.ca. And Eli loves to shop at Pet Value Hollinger Court, and your pet will too. Open Monday to Saturday, 9 to 9 p.m., and Sundays, 10 a.m. to 7. On the big screen at Imagine Cinemas this week, The Bad Guys 2, Superman, and Smurfs. Also inquire about Cheap Tuesday and summer matinees online at ImagineCinemas.com. And we shop at Boreal Home and Decor, and you should too for amazing deals like we got. 374 Algonquin Boulevard East or online BorealHD.ca. Timmins' only fully gluten-free restaurant is the Flourless Fox Take Home. Check out their new freezer selections this week, 89 Cedar Street South in Timmins, where there's no cross-contaminations. And Camp Bickell wishing all campers a happy week 5 of camping up at Chapman Lake, the best co-ed camping facility in all of the North at campbickell.ca. And Sweet Freeze Timmins now serve fruit drink refreshers, pineapple breeze, peach creamsicle, and more, 175 3rd Avenue, or order online, sweetfreeze.com. And nearly 70% of people living with dementia in Canada are women. Find out why at alzheimers.ca/Timmins. Sign up now for the Timmins Majors Developmental Camp. Happens August 22nd through 24th at the Whitney Arena. It's $100 per player. All the details and to register, TimminsMajors.com. And balloons for every occasion at the Pop-Up Balloon Shop. Call 705-288-3253 today or check out their new store at 269 Dale Avenue. Bonus bucks and accessory credits and more with Honda ATVs at Mikey's. Stop into their showroom today, 1301 Airport Road. Crunch up to perfection and spice up your taste buds this week at All Baked Fried Chicken. Located 999 Riverside Drive. Call to order 705-904-0999. Our Timmins Square studio came to life with mindful living interiors. For residential or commercial design, we highly recommend Jennifer. Call her today, 705-951-0908. Pumpkin is more than just a fall treat for your dog. It's one of the best ways to the best nutrition packed with nutrients. Spoiled Rotten can educate you. Call them today, 705-288-0859. Get your tickets now for the Porcus Stampede and Rodeo, August 23rd and 24th in Porcus. Online, porcusag.ca. Buy 2 and get 1 free. Absolutely everything car washes with Esso on the Run. Located 562 Algonquin Boulevard. And book a showing this week for 293 Elm Street North with Jessica Gervais from Royal LePage, your Northern Realty leaders. Call now, 705-263-0136. Be seen with Wood Green Advertising. You could be on a billboard nearest you. Call today, 705-288-8446. And try a double-layered taco today at Burrito Guys in the Porcupine Mall. Also pick up a tasty Yogan Fruz for dessert, 705-579-2057. And Timmins Student Works Painting painted our new studio. They did a fantastic job. Comes with a 3-year warranty, 705-363-0800. Voted best burger and fry platter in the North, you need to try the Matagami River Fries Inc., located at the Mount Joy Pavilion. Your one-stop do-it-yourself home hardware store is Timmins Home Improvement Center, located 89 Wilson Avenue. For the best wood-fired pizzas in the North, you need to try Sparks Pizza. Also stop in for their $13 lunch specials every day from 11:30 to 2 p.m. Ready to go at sparkspizza.ca. And Quilts for Survivors are looking for you to help sponsor. Jump on for more details if you can lend a hand, quiltsforsurvivors.ca, or call 705-262-1853. Before you cast that line, stop in for live bait at Canadian Tire Timmins. They now carry live minnows, leeches, and worms. Sign up for fall DARE classes with DARE Timmins for grades 5 and 6 in both English and in French. Lemieux Rick at yahoo.ca. The courses start September 17th. Shift into Drive sales event is on now at Timmins Hyundai. Book a test drive at a brand new 2025 Tucson plug-in hybrid, located 800 Riverside Drive. The forecast is hot this week for a round of mini putt at the mini putt and batting cages. Stop in and visit Don Marcoux today, located at the back of Hollinger Park. Sled wraps, vehicle wraps, graphic design, and more. Call John and Sean at 13 Designs. We did Sean or John at 13designs.ca. The best prices and mega deals are waiting for you at Matheson Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. It's worth the drive, 349 Highway 11 in Matheson. Happy 90th to the Schumacher Lions Club, giving back to this community since 1935. Book a family deal this week at Midtown Bowl, starting at $59.99 per hour. Book your fun where the climate is always controlled, 705-267-3500. And save 10% off select flooring this week at J&R Custom Cabinets. Also buy now and pay later. Design, build, enjoy, 1150 Riverside Drive. For the best glass and window replacement in the North, you need to try Canada Glass, 95 Wilson Avenue, 705-264-9441. And no job big or small for DAP Cleaning Solutions, who now do dump runs. Call for your free quote today, 705-465-3500. Every Wednesday, 10 a.m. to 2, come and shop the Urban Park Markets with the Downtown Timmins BIA. For all the details, visit downtowntimmins.com. And some great news from the Timmins Square Shopping Center. The sizzling hot sidewalk sale deals and specials have been extended to August 2nd. The best in the courier department is Robert Champagne at Timmins Courier Service. Locally owned and operated for over 45 years. Call Robert today, 705-266-4285. For more on the Week Out Talk Show, follow Mel and Mel with the Connect Hers & Co. Jackpot days are hot at Jackpot Time Timmins. Also hit up their Facebook page for amazing July giveaways. Enroll now for fall at Northern College. More than 75 programs to choose from, northerncollege.ca. And they've got your back and the coverage you need. That's PAIB Insurance Inc. What are you waiting for? Call for a consult today, 705-360-5300. And still time to register your child for kindergarten this fall with the Northeastern Catholic District School Board. Online, ncdsb.on.ca. And the Timmins Festival and Events Committee thank you for rocking Rock on the River. They can't wait to reveal the details on their 10th anniversary coming out next July. And Lucien Transportation are hiring drivers for Timmins and Cochrane. Get yourself signed up today with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. 705-360-4090. And Launch Canada is back with Canada's Premier Rocketry Challenge, August 16th and 17th at the Sportsplex. Also with the rocket launches live from the Matagami First Nation, August 18th to the 22nd.
Obviously, the tuck shop, yeah, it's probably very, very popular.
Yeah, for sure. We'll go through here and around the back. You'll see some cabins in behind these cabins, and those cabins actually belong to Mushkegowuk.
Okay.
And they have a Camp Chickapack every year, and they run it through our company. And you'll notice around here we have fire hoses all over the place. You know, in the event of potential, because you know that's another concern, fires. But we have a plan in place to ensure the kids' safety. And that larger building, that's the shower house. And
okay.
All kids are scheduled, and they have opportunities to take showers during the course of the week. And
yeah.
and in behind here is a washer and dryer laundromat, a little small one.
That's a good point, because we're out in the wilderness.
Yeah.
You know, the idea is to put the screens down, put modern technology down, but you are set up with plumbing and electricity, all the
Absolutely.
all the things that you need to make it a good
Oh, sorry.
Good experience.
camping season.
Can we come in while you're cleaning?
Yeah.
We're okay. Just got some clean. We just wanted to show the facilities in here quickly, and the cleaning staff is working hard.
They're on top of the cleaning.
Yeah.
24/7 here.
Yeah, they wash the floors every day. They clean all of the facilities. But
Yeah, no kidding.
You get a
You can
sense
smell
that,
the cleanness in
yeah,
here. It's
no,
awesome.
for sure.
Yeah.
There's 2 big washrooms in here, and as I said, down the other end, we won't go there because it's all wet. But there's a
Yeah.
little laundromat at the other end as well. Yeah.
But there's a lot of kids using the facilities, and cleanliness is always A+ on my list, and they're doing a great job. So is that camp staff that is cleaning the washroom?
Yeah, we have a core group of cleaners who that's their job. They work on the cafeteria to begin with, and then they come over here, make sure this is clean, and then we have our kids every single day. Their responsibilities after breakfast is to clean up their own cabins to the satisfaction of the director, and so she does an inspection every day to make sure they're clean. You know, one of the things we want to do is maintain that, because you know, kids come here, you know, I don't want to sound crude, but snotty noses, and some have colds, and before you know it, I mean, you end up with you know, every little disease going on.
Right.
But, you know, I gotta say that we have really upped our game when it comes to attending to all those medical needs, because after breakfast, any kid who feels not well, the nurse is right there in the cafeteria, and they go and they line up to meet with the nurse and talk to her.
Which is a big deal, of course.
Huge.
Yeah.
And then the nurse is always talking with and meeting with the counselors as well to see if there's anything that they need. Right?
Yeah, rest assured, kids are in great hands 24/7 for their entire weeks up here at Camp Bickell.
Yeah.
This is phenomenal.
But you're getting a great shot of the activities.
There's a big Cisco truck coming
Right,
in to
some
bring
more-
food.
Some more food supplies are.
That's it. Now the Red Seal's on board. They're pulling in the extra artillery.
Just a shout out to Carmen and Claudette, who were running the kitchen for the first 3 weeks of the camp, and man, they were fantastic. We loved them, and you know, it just worked out that Red Seal came on board, and we've entertained them to move forward with the camp. So far so good. We're happy with the services, and the kids are getting fed well. It's not just you know, crappy hot dogs and hamburgers all the time. They're getting vegetables and soups and that kind of stuff. So we're pretty happy.
Let me ask you this question: what would you say to parents that are considering sending their children to Camp Bickell, what message would you send them?
You know what? I'd say that, you know, we have such a responsible organization, from the camp director right down to the nurse and the counselors and the activity directors, to the extent that our aim is to provide a great experience for the kids, lots of fun outdoors, learning about nature, enjoying, you know, Mother Nature, but also feeling secure and safe in an environment where they can have just a ton of fun and do some learning. I'd say, you know what, I would without hesitation send my kids to Camp Bickell for a week. And you know, the other message that's inherent in that is you get a week off from your kids, right?
Right. Well,
And the kids
okay.
come back with some skills.
That's
newer
right.
Skills.
A, you
Right.
get a week off from your kids.
Yes.
2, they do come back with skills, but your proof's in the pudding. Not even your kids got older.
Exactly.
They're still out of Camp Bickell.
Yeah, they're still hanging out here.
Yeah, and we know what the main theme is. We love your kids, man. We'll love them just as much as you love them, and we'll take really good care of them. So, absolutely, have no hesitation thinking about sending your kids out to Camp Bickell.
Third shot, I'm wounded, empty. I cry out, but no one's listening now. But I can't back down. Third shot, I'm wounded, empty. Can't shout, 'cause no one hears me now. Still I can't back down. Come thunder and storm, I won't ever fall. I won't turn around, I can't lose it all. So I keep on Is this the way?